Hello, everyone. Sorry, still have stuffy nose. This is Phil Tingley, day 51, 90-day video challenge. I did rotate the screen around, so now the camera's in the bottom left. And of course, I keep trying to look at myself in the screen. So, lots of things happened the last 24 hours or so. One, just want to give a big round of applause, shout out for my brother and Entre. It's part of my group from Insight back in November 21. Tony Carvalho. He made his first sale yesterday. So that was awesome. That would have been the 21st, yeah, April 21st. He had been in Entre a little longer than I had, but we went to Insight at the same time. Didn't know him beforehand, of course. He just happened to be the group that I wandered into. He was part of that, and he's been a good inspiration ever since. Wishing him the best of luck in everything, and I know he has what it takes, so he's going to do great. Tovey and Melanie, they gave up a lot. They both stopped working, dedicated them. Who knows? Thought after it rained today it would be much better. They both stopped working, dedicated to pursuing their Entre business, their Entre goals, getting their awesome Life 101 group up and going. They've been doing great there. And it's great to see that he got his first sale, and once that ice is broken, should keep going and flowing from there. So it's great for Tovey. Glad he and his family are pushing on and moving on from there. Also, nose is killing me. My oldest daughter, who finished up her thesis defense this Tuesday, and has earned her master's degree now. She had applied to the USGS earlier this year, and she was expecting it to be a couple more months before she really heard back. She had heard that she was in the top candidates for the position, and but she actually heard back today, Friday the 22nd, that selection had been done. She was offered the job, and she accepted because that was the position she was really looking forward to. So she will be just go through security clearance and stuff like that. Whatever other paperwork the government has. And that she's expecting to be starting that position with the USGS Geological Survey 2 to 3 months or so from now. So it'll be great for her. Be going stop being a starving student, and start moving along her career path. And hopefully it's something that she really, she really enjoys it, and hopefully that'll continue on, and she'll do great things, and move forward with all the paleo pollen stuff that she researches and loves to do. So that'll be great. That'll be great for her. Unfortunately, she'll be moving to Virginia, which will be much further away. She's been in Flagstaff for the last 13 years now, so it's only a 4-hour drive away from Vegas or so. So I knew I could always, hop in my vehicle and a full tank of gas, be there, do whatever I needed to. Ow. I thought I cried all this out. bit earlier, the little girl will be far away. And, it's not really tears of pain or anything. It's just good to see that she's, growing up. And, well, she's grown up. She's 31, but moving on and finally getting good control of her life, and things are moving the right direction for her. So, wish all the best for her on her new journey. And I know great things will happen for her. Trying to think of what else has been going on. Well, those are the best things that happened. Unfortunately, last night my little 11-year-old boy, who thinks that he's a parkour master, if you know what parkour is, he was up on the back of the couch, which my wife has told him many times not to jump up there, not to be up there, and he went to get down, missed his footing on the arm of the couch, and fell down onto the hard tile floor. And first we didn't think it was too bad, but getting up this morning, he wasn't able to move his right arm, so ended up having to take him down to the UOC Quick Care, and excuse me, get him checked out. Nothing broken, nothing fractured at this point that we can tell, but he did end up separating his ACL slightly up there in the shoulder. It's not too bad, not terrible, but it is separated a little bit. Can't really move his arm too much, his elbow side. It's fine until I came out to the garage. Like I said, it rained earlier today, so that should have cleared up most of the pollen and dust and crap that's been in the air. It's been windy the last few days, but for whatever reason, something making me cough. Fairly strong out here. So, anyway, separated his ACL, has his arm in a sling. Can move his elbow and stuff. It's just a little bit sore because he did fall on it too, but nothing damaged there that we know of at this point. He's going to go and get some additional x-rays in about a week or so, just to make sure. And yeah, little boy, 11 years old, he will, if you're not getting hurt at some point, and being a boy, you're not really doing much, right? I know I did plenty of things and got hurt plenty of times, and you live through it. Big cough. You live through it, you get over it, you move on. So you'll be all right. He was out of school today. I ended up staying home. He should be back at school on Monday with his little sling, and he'll get all the sympathy that he can possibly get, I'm sure. So, but otherwise, everybody seems to be doing good, and just can't wait for things to get better. One of the things I was thinking of beforehand is everybody I've been praying for and having positive thoughts for, things are coming around for them. And, months ago, I was always saying to myself, I'm going to be making 10 grand a month, 50 grand a month, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to be quitting UPS by the end of 2021. And now it's sometime in 2022. And but and I know through the last few books I've read, uh, Power of Your Subconscious Mind, Power of Positive Thinking. Uh, it says through them, basic, well, one Bible phrase, and basically is the message is, ask and thou shalt receive. Um, whatever. What is the Bible verse exactly? I had it before I came to start my video. Now it's kind of flaky in my mind, but as unto your faith, so unto you. And months ago, I had no problem thinking myself that I was going to be doing stupendous and overly successful and marching on. Now, I'm praying and wishing for everybody else to have success, and I'm like afraid to ask for myself to have success. That's probably the my old dark side of myself, my old demon, the part that's fighting me constantly, the part that lost control. But it's a wily little bastard, right? It knows how to manipulate, knows how to orchestrate things, make it seem like it's always something else that's holding you back, keeping you down, fighting against you. Meanwhile, it has its little tendrils that just infiltrate and try to sabotage everything that you're trying to do. And even if you know that it's trying to do that, it's smart enough to make you forget, make you think of something else, just so it can keep going. So that's that's going to be battle for a while. I'm aware of that. That demon had possession of me for 40 some years. It's going to be a while before it's conquered enough to where I don't have to worry about it anymore. So that's always a battle that's going on. But I'm always trying to move forward. Always, doing my best to stay positive. It's just, wouldn't say I'm exactly afraid to ask. It's just like I just feel like I don't want to, or I don't need to. And if I do, I'm asking more than I should be asking for. But I know it's like when you first go to Insight, the things, what's right and what's wrong, but you still don't do what's right, even though you know what's right? So it's one of those things, that there's really no reason not to ask. But there's that little part of you that says, don't do it. And that's what I've got to conquer, that part. Because if I can ask for other people and they're having success and moving forward and getting the things that I'm asking for and that they want, and things are progressing perfectly for them, I can do the same for myself. I need to do it. And that's the hard part, because it's like the more you grow, it's kind of I'm in that point where I'm at that point where I know what's possible, but I'm not sure. I don't know if it's really possible for me still. Before he was like, oh yeah, of course, I can do anything, even though you're thinking, yeah, it's never gonna happen. Outwardly, you just say it'll happen. That was most of my life. Always not worried about what other people think, but yet I was always worried about what other people think. Now I'm kind of to the point where I really don't really care what other people think of me. You know, um, have this long floppy hair. Who knows what the hell I'm doing with it? I don't care. um, but there's still that part of me that has the belief that all that power is there, and I can see it happening, but I'm not sure. There's that part of me that's just not sure that it's really something I can direct for me, myself. Even though, I believe much more in myself than I used to, but believing that whatever's up there really has that belief in me. That part I'm not to that point where I can have absolute faith in that. And I can have faith that I can redirect that energy for other people. But I'm still not sure if, I still have that doubt of worthiness for myself. And I know that's what I still need to get over, what I need to conquer. And still getting there. It's getting better every day. So I'll cut it off from there. Thank you all for listening. I said, yes, I did say it at the beginning. I believe sometimes you forget after, 16 minutes or so. Day 51 of 90. Nose is stuffed up still like crazy. Makes me sound more nasally than I should be. But thank you all for listening. Keep going strong. You all have great potential within you. I know I do. I've got a lot of past and a lot of negativity I've got to beat down, get out of the way, whatever it is, get control of it. But we can all get there. So keep feeling tingly, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Love you.